So what kind of role would the union staff play within the new structure?
Okay. The union staff are great. They support us because as officers, we are often coming from an undergraduate degree and aren't necessarily ready to step into that leadership role. So we have an intense training, sort of 6 weeks, while we go through the different parts of the union, and we also and we meet with all these different union staff. So, for example, our ARC help us come up with the general welfare policy of the union, which actually is embodied by the president, myself, and the vice president academic representation, because of the wide remit. Also, for example, commercial services is often headed up by a senior manager, director of operations, but the actual strategy of it is decided by an officer, and the implementation of it is done by the staff.
Okay, so how would that change with the new structure? Would it stay the same?
It wouldn't necessarily stay the same. The idea is that with the new structure, we'll have more students involved. So that one of the things we want to do is introduce marketplaces. And these are general forums where students can come in and feed into different parts of the union. So for example, if you wanted to feed into nightlife, we're proposing under the new structure to have a new part-time voluntary chair position of ENTs. So often students complain that our ENTs nightlife isn't as good and as sort of diverse as it could be. So having that ENTs chair that is involved with the union, and then them leading on the ENTs forum, would enable more students to feed into staff. So it's a real student-led strategy implemented by union staff that are paid. I'm Leon Evans, and I encourage you to vote yes for better student representation across the union.